Hello, Spring here. Just been out for the first 30 miles or so on the XJR 1300, which I received today. This is just a little quick introduction to this, and I'll go through it more thoroughly in the ensuing days and weeks. But first impressions, yeah, very nice. It's a big old smooth grunt mobile. It's all good, all lovely, everything does what it should do. Literally just done 36 miles to get an idea how it feels, and yeah, very nice, very smooth, very big, very torquey. Straight away, that's coming off. I hate that. I might regret that after going to work on it tomorrow. I might put it back on, but I can't really feel that it does anything. It may stop a bit of wind blast, but if you want a fairing, buy a bike with a fairing. But we'll see. I might eat my words tomorrow, because I'm going to take this off in a minute and see how it feels. Anything over 70 mile an hour, you're getting blasted anyway. So yeah, we'll see on that one. But I hate it. It's horrible. Heated grips, fine, they can stay on, I don't mind them, but I think I might be able to find maybe a better place to locate the switch somehow. I'm not sure. It's fine, it's alright, it's just a bit in your face. And we did have, a couple of hours ago, there was a great big plastic lump on here with a cigarette lighter socket on it, and half a gallon of wiring going all the way through to the battery with a fuse, and the casing was actually cracked on it. And to be honest, I've never ever had the need for a charging socket or an accessory socket on a motorcycle. Never had one in my life before. It was cracked, so I've whipped that off, pulled all the wiring out, tidied that up. If it weren't cracked, I probably would have left it on there, to be honest. This bit of wire in here, all to do with the heated grips. I'm definitely gonna, if I move this, find another place for it. Well, either way, I'm gonna redo this, get a nice bit of heat shrink on there, and it's functioning properly, the grips work. But I do like a tidy bike. And then on this side, the brake switch, for some reason it's got an extra bit of loom in there. Like, that's the original switch connector. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it don't look too clever. It's working, the brake light switch is working, but I'll have to investigate that and either put it back to original, or at least redo these, reconnect these properly, and heat shrink it in Johnny Cactus style, make it all nice and posh. Yeah, other than that, there's a few little, it needs a really good clean. Okay, they cleaned it, but then it went out and it's covered in flies and dirt, but I'm gonna properly clean it, because you know I like polishing shit. And then there's this, the XJR breather mod. Apparently is a very common thing to do on these. That pipe from there normally runs up to the air filter and breathes the engine vapours from the crankcase through the air filter into the carbs like every other vehicle. I did put one of these on my Triumph, the 1200 Triumph, because that was a bit of a sort of a custom thing, not Street Fighter, whatever you want to call it, flat tracker, whatever it turned out as. But because I put pod filters on that and rejetted it and had it on a rolling road, I just stuck an engine breather and I literally put it on the crankcase and it was fine. Yeah, this apparently is okay. This is apparently done a lot on these. I'm going to have a look. I'll have the tank off and everything and see where it should go and see if I want to put this back to stock, because after all, Yamaha, I would imagine, spent many millions of pounds developing this, and it runs fine with it. I don't know what the advantage of it is on this bike to have it hanging out here. And I did notice when I stopped after my 30-mile trip, the vapours were coming out. It was like a smoky vapour coming out, which is fine. That's venting the crankcase pressure. But there was also some vapour coming out of here. Not smoke or anything, it was just like a same vapour as this. So I'm wondering if, when this was unpiped from the air filter and brought out here, did they actually blank off the hole in the air filter for it? I'm guessing not, because vapour was coming out of there. Or actually, no, that wouldn't make any sense, because the vapour goes up that pipe straight to there. So whatever was breathing out of here must have been coming from somewhere else. Anyway, that's to be investigated at a later date. Well, anyway, there you go. 2003 XJR 1300, 19,000 miles on it. Generally decent nick. The original Öhlins that these come with, this is the SP or the SPS model. They actually come with Öhlins with the piggybacks on them, standard. That's why we've got these stupid stickers on it. That was actually factory. They put these on at the factory. Well, at some point in its life, obviously those Öhlins piggybacks, because this is 14 years old now, they've obviously given up. And somebody's stuck these oh blimey, Hagon nitros on it. They feel fine, feel great. I know Hagon's a decent shock. I don't suppose they were that cheap. I haven't adjusted them at all, because it feels lovely with those on. It hasn't got the sort of pneumatic piggyback thing on it, but who gives a shit? It's a shock absorber with a spring, and it feels fine. It's on. The spring's got not a lot of preload on it at the moment. It's on softy squidgy, but it feels fine. So anyway, all this is stuff to get into. But for now, I'm going to take that stupid piece of plastic off it, and next time we catch up, it might be back on. So thanks for watching. This is the XJR. That's still Luca, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.